Hello, and welcome back to the Dragon Slayer Codex. Last time we explored the Tar Barrens in search of the monstrous Clatterjaw, but today we enter alpine forest, pristine peaks, and steep valleys to encounter a species just as bizarre, the Veilwright. This species can be found in the eastern side of the world with an elevated habitat in the upper and lower montane forest. These habitats come in a variety of types, and the Veilwright is most common in those bristling with plant life and occasional rainfall. Large trees that punch through the mountain like a great wooden fist are their favorite perch, and most encounters with this dragon take place around them. This habitat is shared by many towns and villages due to its habitability, particularly in the valleys. To them, mountain climbing may be easy. Here's what they'd recommend. First, thick boots. A pair that fits well may save your ankles from breaking over the smallest of pebbles, let alone any dragons. Second, leather or cloth armor. Metal or dragon scale is too heavy for this vertical environment. A high-quality leather will be enough to protect you against the scratching branches, or perhaps claws from the fog. Third, antidote. Know the local plants, particularly the many poisonous ones. It will inform you on what you may have to deal with later. And fourth, climbing rope and tools. When pursuing Veilwrights, there is no need to climb so high you lose consciousness. Be mindful of your elevation. Characteristics. The Veilwright is very lean. It is instantly recognizable for its flat face and tall crown, which give rise to its alternate names of Man-Faced Dragon and Maiden of the Mountain. Their heads are a reddish purple, and the body sports tamer colors of light brown and occasional lavender sprinkling. The creature is about 3 to 4 meters tall at the crest, 5 meters long, and weighs in at 392 kilograms. They possess 3 frills around the head, which give it a floral appearance, which blends nicely into its habitat. These are theorized to be used in display to mates as well. The Veilwright has a very reptilian body plan past the head, betraying its status as a member of the Lacertipod clade of dragons, one of the more primitive lineages which keep the ancestral leg condition of their squamate ancestors. A look at its skull shows that behind the shearing fangs, it has compact dental batteries throughout the rest of its mouth. They are capable of grinding tough matter into easily digestible pulp. Additionally, one will note that it possesses 8 additional nostrils on its crest. These link up to its flame gullets to produce its main ability, pumping out lots and lots of smoke. Ecology and Behavior. As mentioned, the Veilwright is able to continuously churn smoke from its extra nostrils as long as it has fuel to burn. This comes in the form of plants. This species is fully herbivorous despite its carnivorous ancestry. Much like the panda of Earth, the Veilwright must consume its forage all day long. As the dragon feeds, it will create a zone of thick smoke in its general vicinity, growing in size the longer it stays put. While this may seem like a beacon to the dragon's location, thus an easy mark for slayers or predators, neither knows exactly where the Veilwright is within this cloud, a devastating oversight. If fighting is not an option, it will vanish into the sky like an inking squid does the sea. The dragon favors poisonous plants to consume, to which it has immunity. Its body will isolate the chemicals within and release them in the smoke it produces, which means this bubble of smog will kill the unprepared person entering its territory. Despite this danger, the Veilwright will not attack a person who remains outside of their smoky area of influence, instead keeping a wary eye on the traveler. The aggression only begins once this personal space is breached. This species is highly elusive and only recently known to science. It has been encountered prior, but seen as more of a ghost instead of a real animal. Current research is being conducted to learn more about this animal, and progress is going well. The relative habitability of the mountain forest enables fieldwork to be conducted with relative safety, and small waystation forts offer a place to rest. Relationship with humans. It is mythological. Many outside the scholarly circle continue to see the Veilrite as a spirit, a maiden of the mountain, as it were. Offerings are laid out to it in the form of jewels, beads, small effigies, and, of course, poisonous plants. It is believed to be a bringer of the morning mist, and does not antagonize farms or other settlements. Unfortunately, a Veilrite that becomes used to feeding at an altar and creates its smoke-veiled air will be emboldened to attack those who enter its personal space and new territory. These attacks aren't common as long as distance is retained, but the dragon is still dangerous. Additionally, breathing apparatuses and filters are noted to develop in these mountain towns as well, a direct response to being in the vicinity of this dragon's poisonous smog. Reproduction. During fall, members of both sexes lose their inherent shyness and seek the other out. This is easily done as smoke clouds betray their location. Sightings of courtship are very rare, but some village folk swear on witnessing a smoke dance deep in the woods, a tilting of the head side to side and emitting of smoke rings. The tighter the ring, the more impressive. Specimens caught during fall tend to display bolder coloration as well, leading to the assumption that a visual factor comes into play as well. Luckily for ecologists, Veilrite nests have indeed been found, high in the trees, found in the tallest reaches that the mountain rock allows them to grow. Such structures are piled with leaves of all manner, often tucked into the elbow of a huge branch. The eggs are described as blood-turned opal, a glittering thing more akin to a jewel than an egg. But this may be embellished stories. The whelp emerges black, with white spots mimicking the dappled light from the canopy. They are reliant on their parent for food and the microorganisms that break down plant matter in their stomachs, which it gains from the regurgitated mush spat up by both parents. When it is large enough, the clutch will cling to the parent's back and travel with them, becoming familiar with the sights and sounds of the montane forest. After about a year, the parents will become asocial once more, and the young must venture into the woods on their own. Battle tactics. While the dragon is never hunted outright, occasionally a band of travelers will be set upon by a wrathful specimen intent on defending its territory. In cases like this, there is some valuable information to note. Strengths. First, the poisonous veil. Inhaling it will seal your esophagus and render you unable to breathe, let alone fight. Second, poor visibility. No matter how clear the day is, an angry Veilrite will make it dark. Third, agility. This dragon can slip in and out of its veil like a fish in water. Always watch your back. And fourth, heat vision. It will know where you are at all times. And now, the weaknesses. It is easily felled by arrows. The scales along its underside are notably tender. Aim here if killing is necessary. Second, cold items. Chilled arrows fly past its radar, and the stealthy slayer can get a hit. Third, conspicuous cloud, which, of course, tells of its general location. When encountering this dragon in the wild, do not be eager to enter a fight. It is not aggressive outside the cloud, and one seen without a veil at all has no intent to attack. Eager slayers looking for an easy mark may be met with a chemically induced end, or survive and face the scorn of the local people, who quite enjoy this dragon's presence. Tracking. The Veilwright's tracks resemble those of a gigantic lizard, with long, thin digits, adapted for climbing rather than restraining prey. These may be found along mountain paths, and especially around trees, where they dispose of waste materials such as dung and soiled food in a single, repeat location to keep the nest clean. If you find such a cache, look up. Far, far up in the canopy, you might see a trail of smoke. And so, we have met the elusive yet enigmatic Veilwright, a species favored by many scholars and slayers alike for its non-aggressive demeanor and human-like face. I hope you can find one on your ventures. Citizen science has been monumental in the knowledge of this species. Thank you to my patrons for making this possible. You are the reason I can create, and I am eternally grateful. If you'd like to join the ranks and receive early access to content, merch, a private Discord server, etc., please check out the links below. Thank you. Until next time.